Hey there, kids. It's me, Oni the Unicorn. And I'm here to tell you that f***ing your dreams ain't cheap. In fact, it costs a ton of cash to do. So that's why me and the Oh No Radio Show need your help. Just go to the website displayed below and hit us up with some cash, yo. $1, $5, fuck, $1 million if you have it to spare. Any amount is appreciated. Well, I gotta go because these dreams ain't gonna fuck themselves. See ya!
No.
No! God, please, no!
Oh no.
Oh no!
You are listening to the Oh No Radio Show. Eat a bag of dicks.
You know what I've decided? People with long necks really freak me out.
Oh no, baby! Oh no! Oh no! I don't want you anymore. Yes, baby, I told you before. You went away and you said you left me, and now you live in misery. Although you want me to take you back, you said you're sad about this and that.
Oh, baby! That's right. Welcome back to another edition of the Oh No Radio Show. If this is your first time listening, well, my name is Owen, and I am the captain of this shit ship. But along with me, as always, are my good friends Ty. How you doing, buddy? How you doing?
Does my neck look long to you?
Yeah,
Is it
you got a pretty long neck. You're a long necker. You're one of these people that freak me out. Actually, yours isn't too bad, but I did like how you started off the show by giving us a real nice crotch shot as soon as the cameras went live.
Yeah.
That was
crotch is important.
That was nice of you. And along with us as well, it's our other good buddy. It's my good friend and confidant, Mikey B's here, everybody.
Hey, Mike B in the building, y'all.
Which I was getting a little worried there just for a second. Mike, about an hour before the show goes and posts something about liquor drinks, and as he has been known to miss the show because he gets a little too drunk before it.
Because of the liquor drink.
Because of the liquor drinks, and then he didn't show up to our virtual Zoom meeting, right on time. I'm like, oh boy, here we go. I'm gonna have to call his ass, wake his ass up.
Here we go.
Thankfully, I do have his wife's number now, so that when things get really bad, I can just call Janine, and she can hopefully give him some water and prod him enough to roll his ass into a chair and do the radio show. But yeah, that's your intro for the evening. You guys doing all right? I know Ty, you were saying that you might have jabroned yourself once again.
A little bit of jabroning.
Yeah.
Not a full jabron.
Yeah, well, kind of a full. I'll give you the full story. So this is just a normal day. You wake up. I think I'm going to eat something. I don't always have breakfast, but hey, fuck it, why not? So
Guess
I'm
we'll do that
upstairs.
thing that everybody else does.
I guess.
Yeah.
Here's my decision-making process in that moment. It's either English muffins with peanut butter and jelly. That's
choice.
my jam.
Solid choice.
If not the muffin, maybe cereal of some sort.
Okay.
And if not cereal, I'll do like a yogurt with some granola and shit.
All right, yeah.
So that's my normal kind of runaround. I go up, I see bananas, I grab a banana, and I'm gonna have a big fucking bowl of Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Okay.
Like, I'm talking, I'm not high or anything, but this is what you look at a bowl of cereal and you think somebody's high. That's what it was. And everything's good. I'm deciding I'm gonna go downstairs and start my day off eating my cereal.
Ty's got his mixing bowl full of cereal.
Ooh,
his
man, first step,
half a gallon of milk.
Very first fucking step. But like, it's like half your foot lands on it and just fucking whoop.
So you're going back to your basement bedroom and going down the stairs? All right.
This is the first flight of stairs. So this kind of, this was a good, like if there was video of it, it would be one of those, send it into Funniest Home Videos. Who cares? But literally that cereal went, there was no spot of the stairs or the landing that wasn't fucked.
Did you just miss the? Did you just miss the step? Were you just sleepy, or what was going on?
No, I didn't miss it, but I only did like half of my foot was on the step instead of the full shebang.
Right.
And I don't know. I think I was barefoot, but my fucking feet just went right out from under me, man. And I broke my ass. Like, my ass is really killing me.
Well, and this is from somebody too. It's not like you haven't had your haven't had your full share of ass problems. You had you had your cyst on your ass for the longest time. I was wondering.
I'll say the cyst is far worse.
The hot dog cyst,
far worse. Well, it turned into that. Yeah.
But imagine if you had the cyst and you would have fallen on your tailbone. Now you've got both cereal and ass cyst juice all over your stairs on like a snail trail, stair to stair.
Well,
did you go stair? Did you do like
it was about 3 or 4 like rapid stair movements.
Like one of those. Yeah.
And then a couple tumbles, and then basically I crawled my way around because I couldn't stand up right away. It was rough.
So you like,
my God.
So you like somersaulted down your stairs.
This was the highlight of my week.
You're turning into a geriatric old man, Ty.
Turning into one. I feel like that's something that's been going on for quite some time. Man,
I'm gonna be the crabbiest old man when I'm an actual old man.
I bet you are. Well, so I mean, I appreciate that you're not in your bed right now. You're actually sitting. It looks like at a desk. You're sitting up straight. Oh, he's gonna fake.
Yeah, this is all just so we all feel professional and shit.
Okay. There you go.
The mocking never ceases.
You're an asshole.
I just want you to think, if he's sitting up, this is a real podcast.
Oh yeah. Look, he's got his headphones on that aren't even plugged into anything.
Hey, man, it's a sweet adapter. I got both buds and phones going.
Look, Owen, you have your big stack of like mixers and things. I have like the cables and some lights behind me. Ty has some headphone cable and a cable there. We look super professional.
Exactly.
Look at my lights. I put in lights.
You guys want to see something cool? Look. Looks like a normal light.
Yeah.
Or it's a bright white. or soft, very white.
It makes you very
like I went pro studio over
dude.
here.
Yeah. I feel.
Is that a ring light?
Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah.
USB powered.
I got
Plugged
one of them.
right into my TV.
I got
gotta get my ring light out of storage. Shit.
You do look a little unlighted from the front side, Ty.
I can't tell if it's you or Ty. I definitely don't think it's on my end, but there are a couple. There's a bit of a buzz going on there, here and there.
Who's buzzing?
Someone be buzzing. Someone was buzzing. I think it's definitely on your end because I muted my mic for a second there.
Oh.
Yeah, I think it might be you, Ty. I'm getting the feeling that it's on your end, but
yeah, I just jiggled all my cable.
Yeah, and you do a good
right on the end of the professionalism talk.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
Hey, right on.
Exactly. Yeah,
right on time. It's perfect. That is what it is. We'll do the show. We'll get through it. It's it's not like the ONO radio show is never not full of technical difficulties.
Okay, so you guys want to hear what I was talking about today?
Sure.
With every now and then, I being the prolific drunkard that I am, every now and then I feel like the alcohol, the liquor gods, they just reach down and they bless me just a little bit.
Right.
They give me just a little bit of goodness.
Uh-huh.
And today was one of those days, boys. Oh, buddy. So I, like I tend to do on some nights, I ordered the old Uber Eats, but just for liquor.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, because I just go, and they have just liquor stores, and they're like, yeah, just buy liquor.
Yeah, you can do that. You can do that. There's also Drizzly. I've used that one. I've used.
I've been seeing a lot of Drizzly ads in the old Facebook.
Yeah. It's the same shit. They're all the same. They all cost way too goddamn much. But you know.
And listen, it only cost me $6 to have this delivered, and today it was definitely worth it.
Okay.
So I call up the old. I looked through the old thing, and Pat's Leaf and Liquor. It's a really nice liquor store that I'm familiar with over by UCF. Shout out to Pat's Leaf and Liquor, free plug. Sorry I didn't clear that, but I order my little $7.50 of vodka because I wasn't trying to get shithouse.
Only a $7.50. Yeah.
You know, responsible liquor drink.
Sure.
And it was a little expensive, but I think it ended up costing me like $20 to have everything delivered to me.
It's not terrible.
Yeah. And it was Smirnoff, so I mean, it wasn't even like shit, just bottom low rung vodka.
Smirnoff. Yeah, I guess Smirnoff's just like that middle
it's
tier.
It's an acceptable level of low rung vodka.
Right. It's not pop off. It's not pop off.
That's okay. We'll put it in the category of just not pop off. And it shows up, but in my mind, I thought I had ordered the handle.
Okay.
And I was kind of like, oh, well, because I opened the bag and there's two little 750s. But I thought I had ordered a full handle and was like, well, this is, maybe they're doing the, like, two of these equal the handle. But I don't know. And so I open up my app and I look, I actually ordered one 750. And so I got double bottles, y'all.
I like it.
2 bottles for one.
I accidentally muted you. Well, I didn't.
that is a beautiful thing.
Yeah, I muted you there for a second. I think it might. The noise might actually be on your end, Mikey, because I think I heard it when I muted Ty. So maybe do another jiggle or two, but you know, just make sure all your connections are good there. Yeah. I think it's when you're touching the mic there or something. Yeah. Yeah. It's I mean, it's probably not good. You just unplug and plug it back in. That's going to make a loud noise, so I'll mute that real quick. Yep, it's okay. You go ahead, plug it back in. I got you muted, both of you, for the time being. All right, we'll see if that works. Sorry
All
about
right.
Sorry
Any better?
about that.
There we go. Yeah.
Well, we'll see. I mean, it seems to be coming and going, but it is what it is. I started the top of the show by first off, that's great, Mikey, that you got your deal. That's never a bad thing.
2 bottles of liquor for one.
Hey,
that's amazing.
I like it when those mistakes happen. I like it when you ever have like food just like accidentally delivered to your door that's not even yours.
I'm eating this. I'm not giving it back.
Yeah, I mean, what do you? Oh shit, maybe might have even been on my end. Hang on here.
Well,
wow.
It's a possibility. It's a possibility.
Okay. Dude, so I sit outside a lot, waiting or just smoking cigarettes because that's what I do. I like to smoke the old cigarette.
I think we all identify with that.
But I live in an apartment on the 2nd floor, so I get all sorts of delivery people and food delivery people who pass by and are like, "Oh, do you order a pizza? You waiting for a pizza?" I'm like, it always crosses my mind to be like,
yes,
definitely me. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, what you got to ask? You just got to be like, what type of pizza is it? Like,
wait, which pizza?
Right. Because you could always make the claim that it's like, oh, well, I ordered pizza too, but I just thought, it's a different one and blah, 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 Like,
I just want to make sure I'm getting the right pizza, man.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you have to hit them with like I did not order, the jalapeno and fucking crab rangoon
Anchovy.
pizza was not me.
Whoa, that sounds awesome.
Crab
Shit,
rangoon
yeah.
pizza? I would be
I'm
all
into
right
it.
with that. Sam says,
With jalapeno. Give it to me.
damn, this is annoying the shit
Hold
out
on,
of me.
hold on, wait.
This is really annoying the shit out of me, and I can't trace it down as to who it is. So it's like, is it me? Is it not me? It's always the worst. But Sam did say that she got a case of 60 eggs delivered to her door that she didn't order.
What do you do? What do you do with that, Samantha?
Who
What do you just make a big old omelet?
And who is ordering 60 eggs in general anyway? Like,
Especially to a residential.
Right.
Like I can understand if it's like this is supposed to go to like
the bakery down the street, or
like the morning diner. That's their egg shipment for the day. But to show up at Samantha's house,
yeah.
and they're like 60 eggs to a house. Sounds normal.
How long do eggs last? I don't know. It would take me a long ass time to get through 60 eggs.
Samantha says she ate eggs for weeks.
Oh,
So many eggs.
the farts. The farts on that one.
Oh yeah, the egg farts would be awful.
Can you? Yeah.
Samantha's
Can you
eating like
imagine?
eggs for everything too. It's like dinner. It's just
God.
sausage and eggs. Oh yeah, there it is. Eggs, boiled eggs for dinner. Oh, but again, 60 eggs to just a house, and they just leave it, and there was no signage. Like you didn't have to sign a paper. You didn't have to sign a like delivery slip. The driver wasn't like, yeah, this seems 100% normal.
What do you need these eggs for? The question you can't ask.
I don't know. I've gone off eggs. I don't eat eggs very much anymore.
Oh,
Like,
I
gotta-
still love eggs.
Yeah,
I've gone back. I kind of shied away for a long time. Now I'm back in full.
I definitely have phases. I have egg phases. Like I'm kind of on an off phase right now, and yeah, like
I get really in the mood for the eggs in a nest thing, like just doing an over easy egg in the middle of toast kind of deal.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
I do that a lot.
I'm a weird.
Wait, what do you call it, Ty?
Eggs in a nest.
Oh, it's eggy in a blanket.
See,
Oh.
there's
Eggs in a
different
basket,
names.
dude.
Yeah,
Eggs in a basket.
Yep. There's a
Well,
ton of
but-
names for it.
That's ridiculous.
Well, and then in the UK, it's different because you get a soft boiled egg that you just knock the top off the egg, and like you keep the egg in the eggshell, and you put it in an egg cup holder, and then you have what they call eggs and soldiers. And you cut little pieces of toast into thin strips, and then you dip your egg into the yolk of the egg, and then eat it like it's delicious.
What British fuckery is that? I mean, the idea does sound firm.
It does
because
sound pretty good.
I like a sunny side up egg where I dip my toast in the yolk, but the way you eat it and the way you Brits name it,
eggs and
what do you do?
soldiers. The soldiers are your little pieces of toast that you cut like maybe like a half inch like thick, like wide, and then you just.
but why would
dip
you
your
dip
egg.
your soldiers into eggs?
Okay, so no, I ordered Walmart grocery and they delivered that along with my order, so it was a case of 60 I did not order, as well as the dozen that I did order, so 72 eggs
Oh
total.
my!
Jesus, no one needs that many eggs. No one. Like there's restaurants that don't need that many eggs delivered.
Right. Although I will say, like, working for Cracker Barrel, 72 eggs would have lasted like
A couple hours.
20,
Yeah.
30 minutes.
Yeah, that's true. You guys are egg crazy probably over there.
Oh, he was.
Yeah.
I could have made half of that. I could have made half of that order on one griddle.
Probably, yeah. Probably. Oh, that being said, I mentioned at the top of the show that that people with long necks really freaked me out. And Ty, you're not quite a long neck person. You're on the border of being a freaky long neck person. But realistically, no. I think you're not like some of these people. There's obviously like your daddy long necks of the world and what have you. that are just
the freak people.
those are just grotesque. Like, I'm not really talking about that because that's like sideshow attraction type thing. What I'm talking about is like Rachel Maddow. She's got like a long giraffe neck. You know what I mean?
Does she?
Yeah. Rachel Maddow's a good example. I'm trying to
Long neck, short haircut.
long neck, short haircut, and then she wears like always wears their shirts where it's like a very deep, V, not just above the cleavage line, but then it accentuates how long her fucking neck is, and she's just like, I don't know,
like cranes it up.
yeah, it's alien. Yeah. It's alien. It's weird.
Oh, and I bet she doesn't wear like any power shoulders to like shorten up that neck. Thought it's like all weak, like little, or not weak, but like small little like shoulder, like nothing there.
Yeah.
And so she just like her neck looks like it towers out of her damn shoulders.
Because it does. That's exactly what it does. And the other thing about it. Okay. Local news anchor Amy Kaufelt has a pretty long neck.
Kaufelt.
I'm not familiar with her. Actually,
She a local anchor.
Yeah, I have to look up a picture. Let me see if I can
Well,
look
that's
up a
because
picture of
everyone
her.
lived in the Sugaowski shadow for a long time, because that's the only person
Oh,
who
yeah.
cared about. Martha Sugaowski was.
No, yeah, oh yeah. Well, Martha Sugaowski's like on a different level. Like she's like blow up doll almost. Like she's like a human walking blow up doll. Look at her. I mean, it's ridiculous.
Good Lord.
But okay, yeah, I could see. Yeah, I'm looking at a picture of Amy now, and that's she's got a pretty long neck. I would agree there. Sam, I don't think you got a particularly long neck. Yours is pretty average. I've noticed. No, I'm never awake that early. That's morning news. You're right. I'm never awake that early.
Owen's more of a action 4 o'clock news.
Yeah.
Probably misses the noon. Like he's probably still in wake up phase for noon.
Yeah, it
news.
depends on the day. Some days, yeah. Some days, no. But yeah, I'm more. It's been known that the evening news is my morning news. It has been. It has happened. It has.
The
happened.
evening? Wait. Like news at 7 or news at
like
11?
6, somewhere in there.
Owen catches a odd weather update at like 5:48.
Oh, it's gonna rain today. Oh yeah, it's afternoon thunderstorms.
Well, it's gonna
that's
rain like
what it does every day.
tonight.
Yeah. No,
It did rain today, Owen. That's actually what kept you asleep for extra long, was the rain.
I'll wake up sometimes and I'll say to Teresa, I'm like, "Oh, is it gonna rain today?" She's like, "It's rained 4 times. Like you've been asleep." It's like the thunderstorms have come and gone. Like I don't know what you're asking here. I mean, is it gonna rain all day? Maybe, I don't know, but yes, like, there are those days that I have those. But I was watching one of these shows today, and it's one of it's called Animal Cribs, where they make like super cool like outdoor things for like dogs and cats and like it's interesting.
Pet cribs for the ultra extreme useless money waster.
Oh, absolutely, and they make little like I love it because it's like they got little like trap doors and little things in your house, like so that like your kitty can go through it and then like pop out in another room and go down to the basement and like all these it's just fun. It's whatever.
He's definitely not crawling in there when he decides he's gonna die, and then you have to flush him out of one of his secret cat tunnels.
Yeah, that is true. Like those cat tunnels are probably gonna get real nasty too.
They're probably full of cat shit.
Like how do you clean those?
So much cat shit.
How do you and fur and all that shit? Like it's probably disgusting.
Oh,
but yeah. So I was watching that, and there was this dude on there who had a particularly long neck, and I think I've made a realization that this guy was a reptile man. Like he was very big into caring for not like you, Ty, not a lizard person per se, but the guy like cared for and raised bearded dragons and snakes and all sorts of weird like reptile men in general have longer necks than other people. Like I think there's an association there that people with long necks they like snakes and they like lizards. They're not dog people. They're never dog people. They're weirdo. Take your boa constrictor to the pier type people. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, it's okay. So do you think that's just a byproduct of like, oh, I like this because this animal kind of feels like me? Or is it because
could be.
like usually long neck people get a little bit of freak cast on them? And so they fall into like the outer fringe
Yeah.
of,
I think
and that's usually where like the pet reptile people start in that like.
I would agree that they're already a little
fringy-
weird, and then they embrace their weirdness by becoming more weird, and then they get weird pets like that. I think. That,
Oh, and they double down.
yeah, they double down on it, and like they almost try and own their weirdness by having the weird pet, like the snake or whatever. I don't think it ever works in their favor. Like I feel like they just end up, I don't know, watching hentai porn the rest of their life, or you know, like they're definitely the same people that are into tentacles in porn. I would think.
Oh, no tentacles, please.
Oh,
Yeah.
come on, man. Tentacles.
Ty loves
I
the
don't need
tentacles.
tentacles.
Ty's a
In
tentacle.
all honesty, it's not about like the sexiness when I watch any of that shit. It's more just entertainment. It's like, oh, this is just fun to watch.
The closest thing I've even seen to any of that is like when you're scrolling through a porno site and you get like the preview of the thing, you know, of like
Yeah, that's what entices me. I'm like, oh, I got to see what happens
that's
now.
that's
Shit.
the closest I don't think I've ever actually clicked on one. I don't think I've ever actually watched a tentacle porno.
Yeah, I mean it when I say it's not for jerking it. It's just like, yeah, I'm gonna watch some
For
of this because it's somewhat entertaining.
Yeah, but is it though? Like,
Yes. Yes.
Is it like a foreplay thing? Like, can you?
Well, you know how much I love anime, so it's like this is like anime thrown into a weird, sexy situation where instead of the dude unsheathing his amazing sword, he unsheathes his dick, which he didn't think was amazing, but then it's like, whoa, and it's got all the fucking veins and shit.
Yeah,
and the girl's like,
they're always
"Oh my
excessively
God!"
veiny. I've seen those. There's also ones. There's
They
also
also do the cool shots where they go like inside and shit.
oh,
That
that's
stuff's
not cool.
hilarious,
I don't
but-
need to see that. I don't need
No,
to
it's
see
great.
that. I don't need that. I don't need to see the actual insides. Like, oh,
Yeah, and then you get the milky explosion. It
no,
goes everywhere.
I don't need that. No one
And
needs
then the
And when
milky-
it's
that.
tentacles, it comes out of all the tentacles. I mean,
That's-
Oh,
What about-
wait? The tentacles don't like come independently.
yeah, they all come. All of
yeah,
them do.
like they do it all at once though. It's just like, goosh, like
It's like oh, bro, that stink. Like if you were trying to do regular things and like someone was jerking off just one of your tentacles and like the rest of your tentacles can't even do anything because they're all like.
Wait a minute. So what are you doing with your life where you're just getting jerked off while you're doing regular things?
I'm living my
What, you
regular
baking a fucking
life?
pie or something? You
Yeah.
baking an apple pie while you're getting jerked
I
off?
don't know. Watching the television, going like in the shower.
What sort of life are you? What is going on over there? I don't even know. I don't want to know. Actually,
You guys,
I don't-
you have a wife, dude. You don't get like jerked off occasionally.
I don't really get the old fashioned. No, we either go full bore or we don't. Yeah, I mean it's either Dragula time or it's or
Good callback, Owen.
yeah.
You
Burning through the what is it? Burn
Don't
through
be
the-
digging in the ditches.
No, yeah, exactly. Slam in the back of my
Ugh.
Dragula, you know? It's a good boning
No
song.
slamming.
Put it on
Come
next
on.
time. I'm telling you, it's good boning music. Fucking little Rob Zombie, you'll get your lady going, man. I'm telling you, it's good times. But you know, if we're on the topic of weird ass stuff like that, have you ever come across now they're advertising all these these games, these like jerk off games that are, I guess.
Oh,
Yeah.
Have you seen this? Like, yeah.
Oh, you won't last 5
Yeah.
minutes. I'm like, I don't last 5 minutes watching this video.
Yeah, I don't.
So,
Exactly.
joke's on you.
But then there's a picture of this like really gross looking alien thing with that's like super ripped. Like he looks like
mega dick too.
and he mega dick, super ripped alien, and he's just grrr, and
This is another Rob Zombie song.
yeah, exactly, yeah, like that. That
mega dick alien, and he's fucking the lady alien, and they're both getting screwed.
Absolutely.
Yeah. You got to have a yeah.
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 I'm sorry, I forgot my Rob Zombieisms. Sorry, I'm not as big a fan as everybody else.
Yeah, he's got some good shit. He's not too bad. He's again a little bit of that Living Dead girl. That'll get you going. That'll yeah.
Living Dead girl. I remember that. You know what's weird? They used to play that at the skating rink.
That's a good skating rink song. Not
Yeah.
really at all, actually. No.
I don't know why.
Not at all.
The DJ was kind of fast and loose at the old skating rink.
Was he wearing a pair of Jinkos?
No, he was very house DJ. Like
Okay.
he had the skating rink polo on. So it was like Carousel Skating Rink, and then it's Living Dead Girl and Dragula. So
Yeah, you know what? I'm okay with it. I'm okay.
I'm okay with it.
I mean, he did have to play like a lot of Mariah Carey and
a little
like,
bit of Cotton Eye Joe.
Yeah, so I'm sure when he got his chance, he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna play what I want to play. All right, time for some Dragula. Oh yeah."
And then
Did you guys? We've talked about this, but did you guys do this? Like as young children, did you go to the roller rink?
Skating rink.
13,
Okay.
14.
A few
13, 12.
A few times it was roller rink, but you got to understand that I played ice hockey and my brother did, and I grew up in ice
We're not
rinks.
talking about that.
Oh,
We're
but
just talking
we
about...
used to do public, like I was more on the public skate on ice, which was the same thing, kind of lights turned down a little low, music playing as you go, as you skate around or whatever. Same shit as the roller rink, but I did it more in an ice rink, surprisingly in Florida. Than I would at a roller rink, and I was always a better ice skater than I was. I can't skate on quads. I can skate on rollerblades, but I can't skate on quads. So,
Actually, not so weird, Owen, because from Titusville, we used to go to the Rockledge Iceplex.
I remember I played hockey at the Rockledge Iceplex. Actually,
we went there several times, and like every year, my grandparents would take us out to Disney.
Yeah.
To Disney Village when they would make the little ice rink there.
That one sucked though. It was too small.
It sucked, but I learned how to ice skate.
Really? That's where
that.
you learn how to...
So it's like I can skate on roller. Like I don't know. I was pretty good at like all the roller skating and ice skating.
Oh, we need to have an ice skate off. We need to. Maybe that's a good. I feel like that might be a next event that we have. At an ice skating rink. We talked about roller, but I think we should do it at an ice skating rink.
We could do both.
Because that's a good place. We could do a little bit of social distancing too, right? Like you could have, theoretically, if you bought out like a rink for a couple hours and you just did ice skating, we all get a little drunk beforehand and then we go and break our ankles.
I mean, what would a birthday cost to do it?
Yeah.
That's the thing for like, it's like, I don't know, like $100, $200
Yeah,
I'm
sure it's
and you get like doable. 10 people. I'm sure if we just tell everybody else like, hey, just show up, like we can only like, oh wait, you sell out those spots. That's it.
Yeah. You sell out those spots, and then that's that. So no, I think that we could do something cool
ice
like that.
Skating rink meetup.
And
what do y'all think?
And then I'm gonna challenge you to a one lap around, see who's fastest.
Bring it, dude.
I've got you. Oh man. I know it didn't work out so well with me the last time I did a skating challenge with the roller derby girls, but I got this. It's ice and it's Mikey B.
Owen.
I'm so much faster at everything than Mikey B.
Like, yeah, dude. But remember, I'm not broken. I am still a full 100%. All my pieces work. Dude.
Yeah, short of rolling a burrito, I can do pretty much everything faster.
I don't know, dude.
Maybe not sex, but
I can be pretty fast at that. You don't even want to challenge me at who can pump faster to completion.
So let's hear a little bit, Mike, about your weekend, because I know, Mikey, You were. I know what you. I know. Obviously, know what you did because your little bro got married, and you were
Yeah.
part of the wedding. And I was noticing that the next day you were very absent in your presence on Facebook or online. I felt like maybe Mike had maybe had a bit of a good time at the wedding. Or what am I picking up what's going down here?
Nope. I had to work. I had to work the day after.
You
I only
always get the day off, the next day off after a wedding. You always try and do that.
No, see, that's the problem. I knew that it was gonna be like I wasn't gonna be like hanging around with people, and I'm like, oh man, you're kind of gonna be like on your own. Like this tends to go really poorly if you don't keep a real tight grip on this one.
Okay. So it sounds like you actually were relatively responsible.
Okay, so I think
counting
the
the drinks. He's
total
counting
was
the drinks right now in his head.
6 drinks.
6 drinks? Okay, over the course of probably what, like 4 hours or something? Like,
Yeah.
that's pretty reasonable, and I'm sure your wife was driving. Well, of course your wife was driving. You don't drive. Like that's a yeah.
But yeah, no, I mean it was so we got there and I brought whiskey with me, and they had given me like a tumbler, like a leather wrapped tumbler.
I saw that. Looked nice. It's like a Yeti thing.
Yeah, it's like just a little cup, but it's got my name and like the date and the groomsman.
Not a
thing
bad
on
groomsman gift. Not a bad groomsman
Yeah.
gift. Yeah.
Dude, I will almost always take like a covered vessel, like a little cup of any sort, as a present, because I drink a lot. I don't know. I feel like I drink a lot of liquids. So
Everything.
but alcoholic.
Everything but water.
I mean, yeah, this is just water, but it's got grape flavoring.
It's not just water, Mike.
It's
not water.
That
'Cause I'm
has
a
sugar.
baby.
That has sugar. That has a lot. No, that's not water. That is. You cannot. You don't. That's not water.
It's Kool-Aid, okay? I'm a baby. I like Kool-Aid.
Okay. Okay.
But
I'm the fluid master. You all know this.
yes.
Oh yeah.
But
Ty drinks more water than anybody I know.
But I mean, I usually need a cup usually, so I'm always down to get a cup.
Okay. All right, yeah.
So I showed up with one of those with whiskey and ginger ale in it, and drank that through like the setup, and then when they're like, "All right, Mike, you need to put your cup down and go be like part of the wedding," I'm like, "Okay, cool." So I set it down or gave it to my wife and was like, "Here, just hold this till we get done with this old wedding thing."
Mm-hmm.
And went up there. It was on the beach, but I was apparently I thought I was just a groomsman going into it. Apparently I was like the best man.
Oh, it's nice of him to tell you.
So I mean, but it really wasn't much. I handed the rings over, and it was me being me. They give the bride over to my brother, and her maid of honor starts like fixing her little train, and I grabbed my brother's like, he didn't have tails or an especially long coat or anything, but I just grabbed the bottom of his coat and I'm like adjusting his coat bottom.
Yeah, all the cute, it's all the cute little wedding shit that you do.
And it got laughs, of course.
Right.
You know, yeah. And
I wish one of the groomsmen, the other groomsmen, would have done the same thing with your mullet and started. That would have been a good bit. That would have been a good bit. Yeah.
Give a little fluke.
Give it a little fluke for you.
So you got to give us the highlights, man. I asked you last week what was the speech going to be, and you're like, "I'm not the best man."
Yeah, but apparently you were, so you had to make the speech, right?
Yeah. So we get to the reception, and I didn't even think there were going to be speeches made because there had been no discussion of speeches or, not really anything along those lines.
But it's a wedding. You know there's going to be speeches. Someone initiates it at some point.
No, because at my wedding, I was very clear with the DJ. You don't hand that mic over to anybody but me or my wife, or else
okay, yeah.
you can go home.
Right.
You hand it over to anybody else, you go home.
You didn't want any of that.
No, there were no speeches given at my wedding other than my own speech.
Damn.
That was a thank you for coming out. I really appreciate it.
Why? You just didn't want people ruining your shit? Like
I have friends
and too many skeletons in the closet to be doing that.
Well, no, not even that. I gave a drunken best man speech at my buddy's wedding who got to come to my wedding. And I didn't want any sort of
retaliation. Okay.
Yeah. Or just, you're right. I didn't want anybody coming up and starting the old, oh, let me tell you about old Mike B.
Because it happens. It happened at mine.
No. Not at my wedding.
Right. But at this one.
So they come out and I'm like on the little back area that's like out near the like beach dunes.
Okay.
Smoking my cigarette and drinking my like second or third whiskey and ginger ale.
Okay.
And the maid of honor comes out and goes, "Hey, do you have a speech ready?" I'm like, what? No, I
clearly I do not by my reaction.
And she's like, "Oh, well, I think they want you to give a speech," and I'm like, "Oh, whoa, okay, great.
Bring it.
Let's do this." So I've got like.
It's a good thing I'm local celebrity podcasting legend Mike B. That can think on his feet right here and handle this public speaking type scenario.
Yeah, so I'm like, I think I can do it. So I'm just downplaying it. I'm like, maybe I guess if no one else can do it, I will do it. I will go ahead and I'll try.
Sure.
So I literally finish out my cigarette the whole time, not thinking about this speech. I'm just like
no prep, just we're
like I don't know what I'm gonna do, and I don't really think that the 2 minutes of time I have between now and then
are gonna make a difference, right? So you're going up there knowing you're about to wing this speech, I guess.
Yeah, I did.
How many people are we talking at the wedding? Like that you're talking to?
30-ish.
Oh,
maybe,
not too big.
Maybe
then.
35.
Okay, I thought it was
small. Yeah,
it's a small room.
Yeah,
I'm not trying to win over like an auditorium.
You're not playing the Amway right now.
Yeah. So I'm pretty good. I think.
All right.
It's actually slightly more people than we're doing this to.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm actually fine.
Most people listen on the podcast after the fact, Mikey. They're not live listeners. Thank you very much.
But so I'm
playing my media empire.
But I pulled a Daniel and was just like, flush your mind. Like, just this is going to be the only thing you need to think about when you get in there. But right now, like, you still got like half a cigarette and this whiskey, like.
But we're not there yet. We're not there yet.
We're just not there yet.
Yeah, it's
so I can like see through the window.
By the way, I'm gonna stop you for 2 seconds here just to interject that this is Ty's whole ethos and thing on life. That Ty will get his tire changed that he needs to get changed the day of he's driving up to Wisconsin from Orlando.
It all worked out.
Yeah, it works, dude. You knock the lifestyle, but it works.
And as a matter of fact, it's kind of the same as what you did the day before, because I believe that you picked up your suit the day before the wedding. Not really leaving a lot of time if there was something wrong with the suit or what have you.
And there was stuff wrong.
Okay, of course there was. Yeah.
I don't know if did I not mention this?
No, you didn't.
Oh, okay. So yeah. We go to the rehearsal dinner Friday night, and I get some German spatzel and some French fries, and I don't drink anything because I'm trying to be responsible.
Cool. Yeah. Look at you.
I'm high as fuck.
Right.
So, there was really no time to drink because I was too busy being stoned.
Okay.
But I eat my thing, and my wife shows up, and we're like, oh, we got to go because we got to get this suit before 8 o'clock when the place closes. We rush to them. We show up at like 7:25.
God damn it. You're those assholes, too. They've packed everything up for the day. They're like, oh, we're about to we might be able to close 10 minutes early. Like, yeah.
Nope. I show up, and I'm like, hey, Mike Burlerow for the old, I need my suit pickup. He's like, oh, great. Good. You're here. We've been waiting for you. And I'm like, yeah, I assume, and well, it gives me a big head, and I go, oh, yes,
yeah.
waiting for me.
No, they're like, no, we've been waiting for you so we can get the fuck out of here and go home. Yeah.
So he hands me the thing, like he gets my pants and my shirt out and puts them in the room, and I go in the room, and he's like, try those on, and then just come out, and we'll make sure everything's correct.
Yeah, the standard Men's Warehouse fitting scenario. Yeah.
So I go in, and I put the shirt on, and I pick the pants up, and I look at them, and I can look at them, and I'm like, well, these are way too freaking big.
Oh, yeah.
So, but
I wanted you to say small so that, like, I just envisioned Mikey trying to stuff himself into...
No, they were grossly too big.
Right.
And I put them on, and I put the shoes on, and
you feel like a clown.
I waddle out in my big pants because I'm holding them.
Zoot, Ryan! Ryan!
Well, my other hand has to hold my pants, so I can't full zoot.
Yeah, but you know what I mean, right?
Can't get it all the way up, but so I go out, and I'm like, hey man, these pants are definitely too big, and he tries to pull the little strap adjusters, and that does nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing. There's still like a good 4 inches between like the button and where my muffin is. 4 inches button to muffin.
These are Big Tim pants.
Oh, that's just. These were. No, they're.
No, they don't make those. Those are custom.
So I'm like, what do we do? He's like, and I can see it in his eyes, like. His eyes are now like, let me look at the card, and he's assuming that somebody else made a mistake, and when they put in instead of size 36 waist, 46.
Okay, yeah,
Mhm.
they fucked up.
Yeah.
So you had at least gone and gotten measured for the suit prior.
Oh yeah,
okay,
yeah,
okay.
that all been done.
I thought you were going in there night of
for measuring.
Yeah.
No, I go in, and so I'm like, well, what are we gonna do? He's like, well, let me go check in the back, and he's telling me like, well, it's starting to be fall. The beach summer linen colored weddings are not super popular
not
right
really
now.
In right now, and it was kind of like what, like that cream colored sort of suit, right?
Yeah. I looked like a slighted burlap sack.
I thought you looked good.
I looked
good.
very nice.
I saw the pictures. I thought you pulled it off quite well.
Yeah. And he didn't even ask me to do anything with my mullet. Let me just rock my mullet the way it was to be rocked.
You cleaned it up a little bit. And
yeah, I shortened the top up.
Yeah, it looked good. It looked good
together.
Yeah.
And so he comes back, and he's like, "All right, I have some 33s."
Oh boy.
And I'm
and
like,
you're a 36.
And I just told him, like, I usually wear 36 because that's what I'm used to.
Yeah.
And I'm like, 33.
Suck it in,
buddy.
That's gonna be a rough suck in.
Dress pants are weird, man. Different pants are like, I feel like among any of the pants, dress pants have the widest
more
variety of range.
more forgiving, because like you said, like they have those slide out things, so they might be able to turn a 33 more into a 34, 35, and now you might be able to. Am I getting that somewhat correct? Like in this.
Well, we had the sliders were fully extended,
right,
and I put them on, and I will say it was only once like my shirt was tucked in there, that it was like just a little snug, and only around the waist. The rest of the pant was awesome.
fine. Yeah. Because typically they make them too big, so you're flippy floppy zoot rioting in most of those
look like
pants.
a billowy fucking pants monster.
I hate them. I've had several. Even my own wedding, I felt that way. Like it's like
and that's why PSA to I've looked directly into my camera.
Sure.
PSA to all my friends and to anybody for the rest of forever who's gonna get married. Let your groomsmen find a nice neutral color, and then don't be so adamant that everything looks uniform.
Yep.
Let your groomsmen
buy their own suit,
buy a suit.
Yeah, because
it's going to be you. This is from Mike B on the Underrated Show to everybody else. Let your groomsmen buy their own suit, because I paid $200
for a rental when you could have spent maybe $100 more and had a suit that you could have worn the rest of your life.
And kept.
Yeah. I did exactly that with my brother, and I didn't make them go to Men's Warehouse. My brother and my best man. I had them. I just like, hey, we're all kind of wearing this charcoal gray or whatever the fuck it was, and I'll buy your tie, so you don't have to worry about that. White shirt. Make sure like the jacket and the like we're somewhat close. They don't have to be exactly perfect, like, unless you're going that like super dark black or like some weird ass color. But if you're doing like a navy or a charcoal or a gray, you can fucking pull off pretty much like, you can get as long as you're kind of close, you're gonna be all right.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think that is actually really good advice, because that whole thing's a racket. The Men's Warehouse thing's a total racket. You never quite are happy with what they do and the alterations and all that type of stuff. Like, it's never ever perfect. I've been through it myself, and you're better off, just kind of trying to go to a Macy's and find an off the rack suit that you all kind of buy, in the appropriate size for you. That's the same suit, and that will do, and you will have that suit, and it will probably look better.
Well, and that's the thing, because if that was the more prominent move, I would have 4 or 5 suits now, and
you might have been able to wear one from another wedding that you wouldn't have had to buy again. It's possible. It's possible.
Yeah, there would have been 2 where I could have just, if I would have bought the one the first time, or been able to buy the one the first time, I would have been able to wear it to a second wedding.
Totally.
And all other sorts of events, because I have one gray suit that I wear pretty much to everything, because I look good in it, and I only have to wear it maybe once a year, so it's not like it's
your business. It's your business suit.
Yeah, bro. It's like my blazer matches my pants. I just accentuate with a tie color and like pick the right color shoe and belt, and then bam, I can wear it. I can wear it black. I can wear it brown. Doesn't matter. I'm good.
Yeah, I feel you.
I feel like out of the 3 of us, I should have a suit. Like, I don't know why, just because of the amount of weird clothes that I have, but
you don't.
I have never had an actual full suit.
Really?
I've rented a few, but I've never had my own.
I actually have 3 suits.
Ty, I think you would look pretty damn dapper, and like like
I dress up pretty good.
Like when everybody dresses up, how they they shave the parts of their face that aren't supposed to have hair, and they they get all gussied up. But I think if Oh No suited up,
we'd look pretty sweet, dude. We'd look, just like next week we're gonna look pretty sweet as well, because it's Halloween week for us, and it's gonna be costume time. We abandoned the idea that we were gonna do the whole month, by the way, a long time ago, clearly. So we just are going with the once, but yes, you will get costumes next week for our Thursday
whoop.
show.
I almost thought that was this week for some reason, but yeah, I
But-
was about to put on my hot dog.
We never actually finished though. We never actually finished, Mikey. That
Yeah, you
you're-
built up the whole speech, but you didn't actually tell
What?
us about
Oh,
the speech.
It's my fault. It's my fault. I asked him about the
Okay.
suits and everything.
So, anyways, I blank my mind, and I'm like, all right, time to go in and do my speech.
Okay.
And I walk through the
showtime.
door, and she's like, because I
And
can
the crowd
see her through the
erupted, right? The crowd erupted. They're like, Mike B.
Oh well, I mean, there was. I did like I quieted the fanfare
And then
a little.
and then Jock Jams was playing. Bam, 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 bam.
I'm more like the.
Yeah, okay,
Oh, I like a Mortal Kombat.
That's good. That's good. I was thinking maybe a Zombie Nation would be good for you, or
The Chicago Bulls entrance music, you know, the
Or a little-
you know what I'm talking about.
a little. Yeah, that's not bad. Or a Darude Sandstorm might be.
I would like to enter on a sandstorm.
Let's see-
That'd probably be really nice.
Well, that's appropriate at the beach.
Yeah. So, but you know, after they tell me,
After the crowd calms down.
but I can like see the maid of honor like doing her speech through the window, and I
Yeah.
can see that she's got a paper. So I'm like, all right, I've got like a couple seconds. So I wander around to where the door is, where I'm gonna come in, and like I can see her like put her paper down. So I'm like, okay, I know she's wrapping up.
Yeah.
And then everybody starts clapping, and I'm like, all right, it's almost time.
Oh boy.
And right as the applause like pretty much finishes and dies, I see the DJ like like start talking, and I'm like, all right. And as soon as he finishes, I open the doors. And I'm like,
double swing, double door open, double.
oh yeah, I
like
mean,
double
I'm not
door.
entering through one door.
Right, you got to open them both. Like you throw them back for yourselves. You should have had two people on either side open them for you.
Well,
but cool though
I'm
too. It's the next closest coolest thing.
I'm like an Eminem in 8 Mile, where I was, you know, I want to entrance by myself. So, but he finishes, and I walk in, and everyone turns and looks, and I'm like, hey, and he's like, and now the best man speech
Right.
from Mike B. Because I was like, you don't have to say my last name. Like,
Yeah,
it's
no
like,
one can get it right
okay.
anyway. I've been doing a
Yes.
show for 3 years, and the host of the show still can't say it half the time. So
But I'm like, it's if you want to, like, you've been doing it with my brother, it's okay. But like, Mike B is fine.
Yeah.
But I go in, and I am like, I wait for the secondary applause that like, now I'm gonna start the speech. Like, okay. And so I wait for that to die down, and I enter with the old Princess Bride. Marriage is what brings us together today. And
still never
That-
seen the Princess Bride. Gonna go
That's
ahead.
fine.
Still
That's
gonna go ahead and say that. Still never seen the movie.
What
but
the fuck, Owen?
I know.
Damn it.
I know. And Andre the Giant's in there. I know. It's
if
weird.
you wouldn't wear it as a point of pride, I don't think I'd care.
It's not pride. It's just I haven't seen it, so I don't get the reference. Is all I'm gonna say. Like that's why I'm prefacing that.
Well, at a wedding, somebody says that.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
At the wedding in the movie, somebody says that.
And what was did most of the audience get the reference?
Oh yeah,
Or-
I mean,
okay.
lots of like, lots of chuckles, and I'm like, thank you everybody for watching The Princess Bride. And I started out with a little bit of like comedy and like a little bit of like, I've known my brother literally his whole life.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Throwing a little sprinkle of those,
right.
and then
No couple dad jokes essentially.
I flip the switch, and it's
Oh.
like, but as we all know, like, we're who we are, and you know, we work hard, and I've only ever seen my brother like apply himself to these things, and you know, when he was going to find someone to spend his life with, I knew he would apply, you know, that same level of, you know, care, and time and just, I really
Look at
just
you. You're soft as shit.
boomed. Yeah.
Soft as shit.
I flipped it over on them and really brought the house down with I could see some people.
Yeah, it's a little tearing up.
I mean, it might have been, my mom.
But
My
hey,
sister.
some people, your mom
Tears
is some people.
Tears are tears, folks. I
Yeah,
got
yeah,
'em.
you got him. You got him. I mean,
So
consummate professional.
rock solid. And even afterwards, my brother was like, I was a little unsure when they came in and told me that you did not have a speech written and you were just doing this right off the dome.
Uh-oh.
I can't say I wasn't nervous. And I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, bro, I'm not gonna like tear you down at your own wedding. Like that's not cool.
Nah, yeah.
But
and you made him, but did you get him choked up a little bit? Like
he was like, it was really nice, and
that's
I
great.
appreciate you not just
Yeah.
making a big joke out of it.
And then Mikey dropped the mic, and the whole
Cheers to
crowd,
Mikey.
the crowd went crazy. They went wild. Jock Jams played again. Like
I was I will say I was a little sad that it wasn't at an open air venue. Because I do my best speech giving with drink and cigarette
Oh yeah.
all together. I think that's where I give my best speeches.
But you just
But
had to
I-
settle for the drink.
Yeah, I just had my drink and I, paused and timingly.
Oh yeah, this is where
Take
you
my
laugh.
sips.
This is where you laugh, folks. Yeah.
I'm telling you what to do.
Exactly.
Okay, it's okay.
That's how you do it, my friend. That's how you do it. I
So,
think. It sounds
but
like
yeah,
it-
no, the speech went really well, and he had a taco bar, which was
Heyo.
oh, bro, it was so good.
magnifique.
I gotta say, if Mikey B is happy about the taco bar,
Then
it's
it
gotta
must
be a
have
good
been
taco bar.
Yeah, it must have
Yeah.
been a good taco bar. As a
Their-
taco
their-
aficionado.
Their ground beef was really spot on. Their chicken option was really good. They had all the regular accoutrement plus a little bit of corn. I think it was some corn. They had the actual saffron rice, which was
that
yeah.
stuff
Yeah.
is good. That stuff is pretty good. I'm with you on that. I'm
it
with
was
you.
so good. And the guy who was handling they had like a little standalone bar right there in the reception area. He was like spot on. He good with drinks, like remembered what we were drinking. I think I only had to tell him like once after the initial order that it was ginger ale, because I know that's a little weird. Although it's not weird.
No, not really.
Not really.
Whiskey and ginger, dude. That's like a
That's
staple.
I would think so. I've heard of that a million times. I've had it a million times. That doesn't. No, I would never.
But
say
I
It's
guess-
not something I ever order, but I do know it's very common. I
Yeah.
mean,
It was, dude, 7 and 7. It was Seagram.
Yeah, that's like a thing from back in the day. Like that should be in every bartender's repertoire, if you will.
I feel like if I order a 7 and 7, you should know what I'm
what
talking
that
about.
is. Yeah. If I know
And
what
even
it is, you should know what it is.
And even if you want to tell me like, well, we don't have Seagram's whiskey, I'm like, all right, but you know that I'm talking about whiskey and ginger ale, right?
Feeling. Well, it sounds like you had a good
Oh, yeah,
time,
man.
and it sounds like it was a good wedding, and you did your duty as you should. I will say that it's weird. We've talked for about an hour, and we usually, of course, hit clips in the first segment. But I'm gonna go ahead and say it. We're gonna push it. We're gonna push our clip segment to the second segment. We're gonna take a little break. We're gonna throw you a little curveball here. We'll take a little break, and we'll come back with some clips. We've also. I want to talk about the fact that the well, actually, we'll talk about that before we go to break. That's actually it's pretty funny. I'm sure we both saw this, Mikey, but the crackhead RV that was living across the street from me.
It's for sale.
Someone, I mean, I'm almost convinced this thing is the one. It looks like it's there's a certain, I recognize the grime on the side and the patterns of the grime, and like No. They tried to clean it. That's the one though. That's the one.
That they didn't look like they tried to clean it at all.
No, not really.
Looks like they left it shitty as
no,
fuck.
No, that is it cleaned. That's as clean as that thing can get. Like this thing, of course, if you remember, we're pretty sure they were doing meth in there. And there's, I mean, the thing, it was just disgusting. It was across the street of the house from me. They had tarps over all the top of it because it would leak water. It would. Yeah, it was obviously an eyesore, and of course, Owen Butler HOA took care of that problem, got him kicked out of the neighborhood. But the week of
Slumlord Owen.
Yeah,
you'll never be an HOA manager. You'll be a
week after
slumlord.
it was the week after Christmas. Okay, I let him stay for the week of Christmas. It was the week after Christmas.
How benevolent of you, King Owen.
I wanted to start the new year right. That's all I'm trying to say. So
I was worried about your karmic impact by getting some meth heads.
Yeah.
Out.
Yeah. So,
Hey,
so
how much was it for sale for?
$2
What was
grand.
the price?
$2 grand.
That's too much.
Yeah.
Still, for
Yeah.
that.
That's about $1,500.
Too much.
I
Exactly.
bet they could sell it. They could sell it quick for like $1,100. I think.
I mean,
I think if you drop it right at $1,000, you probably have a lot more people interested in it.
but it was so funny to see the thing pop up, and another friend post because they saw it on Craigslist, or I think it was. I don't know if it was Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace that it was listed on. I can probably find that. It might have been Facebook Marketplace, which is crazy that they probably just have a friend that helped them post it on there. The
How you
crackhead.
put that on the Facebook Marketplace?
You put that on the internet, and then they sell it.
We
it
want
was.
to maximize our viewership of the old RV.
And one of our friends, Keith, he basically said he needed some quick monies and he wants to, buy it. I'm like, no.
This is not a flippable product, sir.
No. This is the worst idea you've ever had. Trust me. And it was. I mean, it had to be the same one. It looked identical. You guys saw it. I sent you the picture of it. Come on.
It doesn't have to be, but it's more than likely.
Because it's listed in Orlando for $2 grand, and let's just be real. It sounds about fucking right with the whole.
Hey, look, is
situation.
Owen's house in the background of that shot? Wait, Owen, that's Owen. He's smoking a cigarette.
Well, what's even weirder about the whole situation is earlier that week we saw one of the crackheads looked like she got off the bus, went and she walked around the neighborhood. I'm
surveilling her old.
Pretty sure she was there to pick up her crack. And then once she picked up her crack or, did her prostitution or whatever she does, then she, we saw her about 45 minutes later leaving and catching the bus and leaving again. So,
it possibly could have been one for the other or both.
Maybe, maybe just a little bit of
check
both.
out her old mething grounds.
Two birds, one stone. One of those little old-fashioned, little,
Do you think that the crack dealers? You think that crack dealer's wiener is just like rough from fucking?
Oh, must be
crack hand blowjobs and
because
Andy's.
I don't think. That's a great point. Actually, that really is a good point.
Yeah, everyone thinks about the people doing those things, but nobody ever thinks about the crackheads or the crack dealers Johnson.
Yeah, have some sympathy for the crack dealers Johnson in this world.
You ever think he's just like, nah, like the last 4 people have, wanted to give me the old hand job for the crack, and
No.
I actually have to sell some of this crack today.
Yeah, because
hand jobs
I'm done with
are
it.
not on
I
the
can't do
table
it
today.
anymore. Yeah,
God.
and these jagged teeth be ripping them the dick off. Like these, I can't take it. Can't take
No
it.
more penis stuff today for
Yeah.
crack. Just only money.
Just only
money anymore.
crack and money. That's what we're doing today. Like he wakes up, motivational speech, looks at himself in the mirror, fucking yells at himself, only crack and money today.
You are only taking money for crack.
Yes.
today.
No
No hand
hooker,
job.
no hand jobs, no blow job. Yeah. No, none of it.
None of it.
Okay, he's like, well, maybe if I sell enough crack, maybe I'll get the blowjob. But we'll see. We'll see. So you got to see how the day goes. It's like a treat at the end
It
of the
won't
day.
be the first one. Will
It's like my
will
wife
be
when she
money.
gets. It's like my wife when she gets done with work. she likes a nice glass of red wine. It's like for the crack dealer, the hooker blowjob is the same thing,
Like an
right?
end of the day.
It's like an end of the day, wraps things up, little nightcap,
Yeah,
all
yeah.
that. Yeah, I think that's
Yeah,
probably
of
about
course.
right. Guys, we are going to take a break. We will come back. We do have clips in the second segment, which will be back in, we'll see. We'll call it about, it's like 9:40 now, so we'll call it at 9:52. How about that? Woo, giving you 12. Ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned for more Ono Radio Show. I got plenty I want to talk about. And I love you all. Facebook.com/group/ONRS or whatever. Just type in Ono Radio Show into Facebook. You know how to find us. Patreon.com/ONRS is what I meant to say. And I will be playing an advertisement that I made here in just a second for Streamline Mortgage Solutions. Seriously, folks, if you are looking to refinance your home that you already own, or if you're just looking for a new mortgage, please check out our sponsor with Streamline Mortgage Solutions.
Brian Zeimel's that freaking dude.
He is that dude, and he can be that dude, and his team be those dudes for you. Dudes or dudettes, by the way.
Dudes is a non-specific term, sir.
It is.
That's true.
Leave us a voicemail if you'd like at 407-906-6466. And what do we say when we get out of here for the first segment, boys? Fuck your dreams! See you in just a few.
And hell.
Mute yourselves, please. Thank you for calling the Ono Streamline Mortgage Solutions informational telephone line. For mature adults that would like more information on why you should use Streamline Mortgage Solutions for your next refi, please press 1. If you are a typical Ono listener and have absolutely no idea what I'm talking about and would like to learn more, please press 2. You have selected option 2. So, you want to learn more about refinancing with Streamline Mortgage Solutions. Let me help you. Repeat after me. Mortgage. Yes, a mortgage is a legal agreement by which a bank or other creditor lends money at interest in exchange for taking title of the debtor's property, with the condition that the conveyance of the title becomes void upon payment of the debt. In short, it's a loan that helps you buy a home at a certain interest rate. Next up, repeat after me. Refinance. That's good. You're getting it. Refinancing is the act of financing again, typically with a new loan at a lower rate of interest, which saves you money. Why would you refinance, you ask? Do you like saving money? Have you been saving money the wrong way? Has switching from Budweiser to Natty Ice not getting as much in the bank as you would like? Well, perhaps you are a homeowner looking to free up some cash. Do you have your eye on that new jet ski? Does little Timmy need braces? Do you still need to fix those holes in your roof left over from Hurricane Charlie? You need to call Streamline Mortgage Solutions. Streamline has been in the business for over 15 years. To get started, go to streamlineflorida.com. Streamline Mortgage Solutions is with you every step of the way, making it simple and giving you the service other companies can't. What's even better is that you can do everything over the phone or online with one of their experienced team members. Check out a testimonial from one of Streamline's latest customers. Refinancing your mortgage is not on the list of things you want to spend a ton of time on. Streamline makes it fast and easy. They explained everything, answered all my questions, and gave me a list of documents to get to them. Once submitted, they kept me updated weekly until my closing. My friends are all getting refis and said it took 3+ months, and they were constantly being asked for more paperwork. Not me. I was asked for everything up front, and the team moved very fast. I closed in less than a month. I would 100% recommend Streamline to everyone looking for a mortgage or a refi. So once again, if you're looking for a mortgage to purchase a home or refinance your current mortgage in the state of Florida, call Streamline at 407-898-4477 or visit streamlineflorida.com. Just make sure to let them know that Ono Radio Show, Ono Media, or Ono Wrestling sent you. Thank you. Goodbye.